Okay, can you hear me now? We are going to get started here. Welcome to the stream. My name is David. I go by Endless. We had a little bit of muting on our microphones to introduce the stream earlier. We did do an introduction briefly, but thankfully we caught the fact that we were muted, so we're going here. I'm going to be with you all this morning for the first round of Crucible 2025 here in Orlando, Florida. We've got Nathan Morgan versus Michael Loza on the stream. And we've got Nathan playing from the bottom of your screen, and you've got Michael playing from the top of the screen. But I'm still making sure that I got all the data in the overlay so I can push that out to y'all. Please do bear with us. It is one of the more difficult things that we do at the beginning of the streaming day to just make sure all the systems are working. I am a bit of a one-man show, so I appreciate your patience. Trying to make sure I find all of the pairings here and the lists so I can put them in the Discord. I'm going to have to do screenshots, I think, of the list because of the way Longshanks is working right now. So Michael is playing Republic. He's playing Yoda Padme Rex. And we've got, make sure I put this in the public Discord. And then Nathan, I believe, is playing Grievous Kalani, which is in my opinion, the other kind of meta choice right now for Separatist Alliance. All right, so players are beginning to move their units onto the board here. We're at the sort of in the middle of round one now. Making sure the overlays are right. Before I push them out to y'all. The primary objective of this game is close the pocket, and the secondary objective, bring them to heel. There you go. That should be correct in the overlay. Let me go ahead and zero out the scores as well. But it is a wonderful day here in Orlando for 3 rounds of Legion. We've got a huge section of the community that turned out. We've got Tennessee, we've got Carolinas, we've got Florida, we've got numerous other locales that I could think of. But I'm curious to know what you all would like to see on stream, so please go ahead and drop that in the chat if you are able to do so. Let's go ahead and get the side view going here. So that we can see just what has been deployed so far. How could I forget Tennessee as well? Just me, you're not supposed to hear the players. There's a little too much interference on the lines, so I can't actually push this audio to the stream because it's too crackly. You guys would be very annoyed hearing the crackle. The players actually aren't saying that much. It's mostly just me. Let's go ahead and take a zip around the board here, see what we got. So we got plenty of B1s deployed. There is a Geonosian squad that also deployed as well. If you guys want to see the lists, you can, of course, go into the public Discord. I'll drop a link in the Discord. Are the new customs legal? Yes, they are. So we might have some customs action on the board. Looks like we've already got Padme and ARC troopers coming out for Michael. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get a list with the new stuff. That would be really cool if we could get that working. Looks like a shot is coming into Padme right now. Oh, that is badly out of focus. Let me fix that. Oh, there it goes. All right, so it is going to be no cover for Padme. Padme dodging and barrier from Yoda as well. So she is looking good right now. I believe she did not even take a single wound there from that shot. Too many dodges, too much barrier to speak of. We've got Caitlin in the chat saying she's proud of her husband, which is awesome. And Will Werner as well. Coming in here from Tennessee. The Tennessee Volunteer Legion, if I'm not mistaken. Players are thinking through their turn here. Nothing too exciting just yet. Got Michael moving in, looks like an ARC trooper. ARC's gonna move 3 times because they have that scout move. heading towards the middle, trying to get control over the middle. That is the name of the game on Close the Pocket. It is 2 points for the middle, 1 point for the sides. So players trying to get that control over that center. Nathan goes with Kalani. Strategize himself and a spider as well. Let's talk about the lists from both players. Let's see here. So for the Separatists, it is actually Dooku Kalani. Excuse me, I said Grievous earlier. It is Dooku Kalani Asajj. And we'll just have a little bit of a hold for the 40K announcements. But it is 12 activations. We've got 2 Ion Spiders and 2 Aqua Droids. In addition to Dooku Kalani Asajj, Sunfac, a Naked Geonosian Warrior, and 3 B1 Battle Droids for a clean 12 activations. Dooku's build, burst of speed, force push, saber throw, kind of what you would expect to have on a Dooku at this point. Kalani with just improvised, and Ventress with saber throw and into the fray. A very minimal build on Ventress, but certainly enough to make a big difference. Meanwhile, for the clones, we have Clone Captain Rex with up close and personal for those extra dodge tokens, environmental gear for getting over difficult terrain, as well as recon intel for his scouting party. Yoda, Grandmaster of the Jedi Order, force push, Jedi mind trick, burst of speed, and improvised orders. Padme Amidala, the Spirited Senator, prepared supplies on her, no other upgrades, so just the extra dodge to trigger her nimble. Bad Batch, you know him well, Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, Crosshair, and Tech. 3 Clone Trooper Infantry and 3 ARC Troopers, all 3 with medics, and 1 ARC Trooper loaded up with Into the Fray, targeting scopes, and impact grenades for 10 activations for Michael in this Close the Pocket game. Sunfac, death from above on ARC Troopers, taste the rainbow. Sunfac for 3, no cover. Dodging 2 off of surge sharing, or dodging 2, and then he's going to go ahead and save the last one. So Sunfac unable to do damage there to some ARC Troopers. It looks like Luminous was played turn 1, so Yoda was able to share dodges to those ARCs on the first turn. I believe turn 1 command cards, Luminous versus Standing, if I'm not mistaken. Nathan pulling an operative from his bag. So Asajj now making her way onto the board. Choosing to be very careful, double moving. All right, I'm just taking a minute to advertise the stream in places so I can get some more of y'all in here. And now Ark's moving with some speed. They're coming up really fast on that side point. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Or out. Wrong way. So Ark's moving 3 times, and Sun Fac doesn't feel very good about it. All right, the players are having a discussion about line of sight determination. So trying to figure out if it's even possible to see on top of this landing platform, given the current state of things. Let's go ahead and just going to continue putting my link out as we go here. Big aqua shot here from Nathan. 4 hits and 3 crits. One goes away to cover. And what are we going to have next here? Okay, dodging more from Yoda. And dodge sharing as well coming into play here for 3 saves and surging it up. It's triply saved. Oh, he's going to take a wound because he actually spent the dodge on clone sharing. So he is going to go ahead and take 1 wound there from that aqua shot. But that's a pretty great outcome considering you had like 9 hits almost. He killed a single model. So defensive tech is good. All right, I'm back. Had to do a little administrative thing there. But we're back. We're going to continue this round. We're coming up on the end of the round because we have the Aquas infiltrating as they normally do, kind of last in the round. Michael's dodge deployment, his cunning deployment, I should say, really handy for mitigating the damage coming his way from Nathan's list. Good morning, Coco. Nice to see you. Also, welcome in Sean Death, one of our members. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying being a member of Winter Moon Wargaming. If you are interested in supporting the stream at all, you could consider becoming a member. But what I would encourage you to do more than that even is to visit wintermoonwargaming.com and sign up for our newsletter. That's going to keep you abreast of all the important updates, and it's going to also inform you when the digital subscription package, which is going to be the full, all of our digital content in one ticket, is going to be available in January. So it's going to keep you abreast of developments with that. You're going to learn hobby tips, strategy and tactics insights, community updates, and previews of what's ahead for the Winter Moon organization as we continue growing and developing through our continuing coverage and media production and our written articles. We're just going to keep it pushing. And if you haven't followed us on social media, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Substack. Just search up Winter Moon Wargaming on your favorite social media. Aqua's coming on in. It's going to be the last. Well, actually, I'm sorry. This is actually an Ion Spider coming in. And range 4 on the ARC Troopers that he's been shooting already. So range 4 shot from these. Three hits and a crit. No cover. This is once again into arcs. Spends a dodge. Down to 2 hits and a crit. He has a surge to go. Blocking. No, he does not have a surge. He takes 2 wounds there. So that's 2 arc models being removed. That is unfortunate for Michael. So I believe one of these arc squads now is down to just 2 members. And it's the end of the round, so the medics are not able to pick up those bodies because it's a single model that has been destroyed kind of in the middle of everything, so without the opportunity to heal because of the way treat works. Let me just walk that back a little bit and say treat is only able to heal things that heal single models or restore single models that have died on the round, that have died in the same round. Cookozilla says, hey, what morning? It's almost 5 p.m. Yeah, I feel you on that a little bit. But we are going to be closing the round 1 here in just a minute. So this is Bad Batch now. Seeing if he can get range 2 of this Aqua squad. Yes, sir. 3 games today, 3 games tomorrow. And maybe even 4 games today because I'm going to be playing tonight. I plan on playing a game, I hope, tonight. We'll see if the time allows, but I really do want to play a game of Legion while I'm here. Play my Shadow Collective Black Sun spam. Bad Batch doing their triple move. Scouting in with Rex, and then 2 moves. Getting the range 2. Gonna try to remove some Aqua models. Taking a shot here with his Bad Batch. Let's see what the dice tray has in store for us now. Oh, there it goes. That's a great start considering Bad Batch usually has 3 to 4 aim tokens. Second aim. He's going to spend the surges. 6 into the Aqua Droids. No cover because they are a ground vehicle. Aqua's block 3 and lose just 1 model to Bad Batch. Aqua's so efficient. It's evident with the 2 armor 2 and having some good white dice. All right, and that is Michael's last drop. So he has a second Aqua. Nathan does have a second Aqua ready to go that he's been holding back. So another Aqua squad moving in the central part of your screen. So Nathan clarifying if he can actually eliminate the squad he's been targeting. Not from this angle, apparently, so he's going to go after a different squad with his Aqua Droids that have just come on the board. Doing some... I'm trying to just determine who has cover and who is visible. 2 crits and a hit from these Aquas. Not as potent as that first shot by a good bit. And cover taking 1 there. And rolls a double save to complete the trifecta there. Just gonna zoom this tray out a little bit so y'all can see the top of it. And here come the reinforcements boost from Nathan. Kalani Aquas have the reinforcements from the 3-pip Divulge. Dooku looking very nice in that white cape. And Asajj. We'll get a close-up on Dooku and Asajj here in just a moment. But, welcome in Grant and Ben. Grant, thank you for being a member. Ben, the lists are CIS and clones. It is 10-act Yoda, Rex Padme versus a 12-act Dooku Kalani Grievous, or Dooku Kalani Asajj. Oop, let's get a little zoom in here on these models with Asajj and Dooku. Looking snazzy as Asajj and Dooku there. Turn off the overlay. That's screenshot worthy. love that. I'm going to just bump this up just a teensy bit. Take a little screen cap. Second round command card from Nathan, the Sith will rule. Versus Yoda 2, there is no try. I hit the brake button for a second there. We're good though. Sith will rule allows for Dooku and Asajj to double activate. I believe Nathan divulged yes, my master for the Makashi mastery. Yeah, Sith will rule basically says if you go with Dooku, you can go with Asajj immediately after Dooku. All right, we got some arcs in motion up here. Going after Sun Fac, I believe. Too many surges. Scopes will fix most of that, though. 6 no cover. Poggle could survive. Or not Poggle, but Sun Fac. He will live with 2 wounds. And just a little correction from Michael. The shot into the Aquas from Bad Batch had Pierce, so it would have done an extra wound because of Crosshair. William says, fun Nathan fact, at Rocky Top 2025, 4 out of 5 games he played Close the Pocket. Yeah, Close the Pocket is a very popular objective. I think it's because it's a simple one to understand. All right, looks like Sun Fac just continuing undeterred, trying to pursue that Arc Squad and hunt it down and kill it, but only a single hit it gets blocked. So Sunfac not able to complete the kill on those ARC troopers. So Nathan coming to a realization here while talking with Michael that because of Bring Them to Heal and Yoda's 4 courage bubble, it's going to be really hard to score any panic on at any point in this game because of the 4 courage. The 40K TO making clear, you better show up. Yes, Asajj does have Makashi, so she is very threatening to all of these units that would like to use Impervious. And of course, Yoda is seriously threatened by her as well. All right, so they've got arcs coming around the side here. They're going to go ahead and give a shot into these Aqua Droids that are damaged. It stinks, though, because of the armor, too. No impact at this range from the arcs. Definitely creates an issue. Yeah, Coco, you make a great point here. Yoda is highly threatened by everything that Nathan has. It's basically Yoda is a meta list, and you've got a counter list as well. I think one of the most surprising stats of this tournament is that there are only 5 land speeders. Oh, too many surges once again for these arcs. Rolling 3 surges. And the first aim with the scopes hits 2. And he's debating spending a surge right now on offense. Well, let's see, he's armor 2, so he's got 4. Spending a surge won't get him to any break point, so I think he should just save it. He does elect to save this surge. Nathan rolls out 4 wounds on those Aquas, leaving him with 1 more dead Aqua model and 2 wounds left on the Heavy for that squad of Aqua Droids. I will say, though, in terms of value, the more valuable wounds are happening on the clone side of the board. So the droids are like extracting value constantly because of their strong attacks and high efficiency. Every model that the clones lose is so deadly. So we have a judge call. They're trying to figure out something about climbing with this ion spider. Because I think what's going to happen here is you see there's a scrum developing with Sunfax surrounded by ARC troopers. We're trying to see if climbing vehicles have scale natively. I don't believe they do. They've determined its height 2, so he needs scale to climb it. We're trying to see if there's a height 2 question, I think. They're reading through it right now. Okay, climbing vehicle does give you the ability. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and move up right there, climb up. He is going to climb and then shoot, looks like. One cover for this ion shot and missing one again. So again, clones taking wounds they don't want to take. Basically every time CAS has shot this game, they are taking models off the board from the clones. So I'm not, if I was in Michael's shoes, I wouldn't feel too good about this turn of events. But you know, I play Black Sun, so I'm a little bit stressed. I feel the stress of having high numbers of red saves that I'm relying on them making. So that's definitely an issue. Arcs have scale in general, I believe. Yeah, Grant has the right of it. Okay, another big arc shot into Aqua Droids, looks like. Okay, I made a mistake there, my bad. Looks like Kalani is going to activate, do some strategizing. Move and strategize from Kalani. So clones definitely have, they're taking control of the middle. That's one of their big advantage here is that they are more quickly taking control of the middle. I didn't realize Yoda had a wound already. That's unfortunate. And Michael now moving up another squad. Looks like just his normal infantry. Some really nice looking minis from both of these players, I must say. So right here, this is the center POI. Droid's not close to it yet, but making a calculated move, maybe they can go down 1 VP this round. And come roaring back in the subsequent rounds. I believe Nathan just measured a B1, was not able to make middle. And he shot with a B1 and got nothing on the dice, so no damage to speak of just there. Action passing back to Michael with his clones. Yoda tapping improvise. Getting, I believe that's another core. I've been in this situation before. He's got to be careful not to block himself from moving exactly where he needs to put those clones so they can score the middle. It's always difficult on the approach when you've got multiple units competing to move into a similar area. Sometimes one unit can block another on accident. And looks like Nathan's B1s are just short of moving, so he's going to take shots instead. Taking a no cover shot. Players exchanging some banter about the painted models not rolling well. So Michael measuring out the potential for getting saber thrown on the middle, because Asajj does have saber throw. She has relentless, so she is a big threat. She has 24 inches of threat at all times. Michael continuing to double move his units towards the middle. Looks like a split fire from Or no, this is Rex Gunslinger, looks like. Wow, big save from the B1s there. Not going to lose models to Rex, and Rex takes the second shot. Box 0 on the second shot. B1's continuing to save, but losing 2 more guys and taking 2 more suppressions. So Clint inching ever closer to losing into the heel, or into the, sorry, losing bring them to heel. Nathan says, you're tempting me to kill Rex here because Rex is extended, but it's going to be a tough choice. And on the far end of the board, we've got a Dwarf Spider double moving to contest that objective on the far end. So, and I don't know what Michael's got to counter contest it. But let me see if I can start counting unit leaders on the middle here. Yoda, Padme, and Bad Batch left for Michael. Oh yeah, I think based on what I'm seeing here, Michael is definitely going to win this objective, top of 2 or end of 2, and go up 3-1 on primary. And then of course bring them to heel is a question, because bring them to heel scores that 1 point every time. So. All right, more motion now from Michael. Wants to make sure Asajj spends at least 1 action to get the saber throw. He doesn't want to get caught in melee with Dooku, for example. Just checking whether Dooku has burst of speed, which he does. Dooku does have burst of speed and force push in this build. Having a technical issue here, just 1 moment, please. There we go. So Bad Batch shooting again, and that's quite a few blanks. And Michael says, so many surges. He's been plagued by rolling surges all game. Second name coming out for Bad Batch. Looks like he's going to spend his cash aim as well. And gets another surge and a hit. Choosing to surge once. He's got to be careful about spending these surges. He's going to need them for defense. And Michael says to his opponent, sorry, I need to do some math. You sure do, Michael. Six saves coming in on the Aqua droids. And the Aquas save 2 again. These Aquas have been very consistently saving that 1/3, as they should with their surging defense dice. But I believe that's an Aqua squad completely gone for Nathan. And Crosshair splitting off, trying to decapitate somebody. And it looks like he does maybe. Just ices that guy. And Nathan says he will go with Count Dooku. Sorry, folks, 1 second. All right, we got some force push action on the middle here. My side camera froze. So now he's going to do, he did Dooku's first activation. Dooku went into the middle, force push, so an enemy unit was no longer scoring, and Ventress is going to go into the middle as well. And she's going to tag team with Dooku onto the squad. And she's going to swing her pool 8 black into, I believe those are, that might be Bad Batch or ARC Troopers, I can't tell. Let me see if I can open this up. So Ventress coming out, going hot there. Jarkai and Makashi, 6 Pierce 1 gets dodging 1, cash dodge down to 4. 4 Pierce 1 or 5 Pierce 1. Oh, brutal. Taking 4 wounds on Bad Batch there. That's nasty. 4 wounds, kills Wrecker off, unfortunately. Choosing to kill Wrecker. Bad Batch is hopeless in melee without Wrecker. And I mean, Asajj and Dooku are just going to blow out Bad Batch in the next round. I mean, what are you going to do against double Makashi as Bad Batch here? That's devastating to have Bad Batch in melee with both Asajj and Dooku. So Yoda's coming up here. He's going to maybe Force Wave, bursting with Yoda. He's going to Force Blast to B1. For all four. B1s continue to do that one save thing they've been doing all game. So Michael was measuring there for the range on Dooku's Courage Bubble to see if he could panic somebody. So Yoda's going to move again. He does have Relentless this turn because of there is no try. Force Blast again, and then probably Jedi Mind Trick to get them above the 6 suppression needed. Force Blast for 2. B1s continue to save. Yeah, he has Mind Trick. So he Force Waves twice and Mind Tricks for 6 suppression. Oh, they're double checking whether he's got range or not. Oh. Oh, Kalani's chilling back there. He thought he was clear, but Kalani's actually just standing there. And Yoda force pushes Dooku off the middle. And Bad Batch will snap into Asajj as Dooku leaves the melee. Yoda gets dodges for attacking from Ataru. And Yoda did burst of speed into the middle there, so he takes an immobilize as well. And Nathan's Aquas continue to move forward. The march of the Aqua Droids. Silas says, Bring Them to Heel is such a nightmare against Yoda and clones. Yeah, I would never play Bring Them to Heel against Yoda and clones if I could avoid it. But I believe Michael was able to ban into it being red, so sometimes you just get a whammy, you know, if you're blue, because red can ban into its favorite stuff if it goes since it's banning last. There's still a substantial number of clones on the opposite side of this this barrier here. Aqua Droids moving and shooting, 3 for heavy, blocking 1. Uh-oh. Looks like he killed an arc squad with those aquas. That's devastating too. So Michael feeling a little bit down since he made a gameplay error, thinking he had the panic for the VPs on Bring Them to Heal, but he did not, unfortunately, get there. That was Yoda's big suppression play with the double mind trick, with a mind trick double wave for 6 suppression. I think what should have been a very satisfactory play, unfortunately, went awry. Yes, that's correct. The far left POI is on height 2 terrain. That is correct, Silas. It looks like just one hit into some arcs. Trying to make a cover determination. Just one hit there. And now we got Padme for Michael. She'll probably do her stuff with Inspire. That's one thing that Padme brings to the table that a lot of clone units don't have, is that Inspire 2 can be seriously important, especially in situations like this. And they're having a discussion about whether this move that Michael wants to make is actually legal. Has to do with the base of the miniature. He's so okay. So the discussion of the table. Let me just try to catch. Let me try to catch the stream up on what's happening. So there was a miscalculation about whether Padme could actually get to the right POI, and it appears that she can. And Nathan said, "Hey, if I had understood this, I would have done something. I would have done something much different because we believe that he was under the impression they had measured it and that Padme was not going to be able to reach that right POI. And then when Michael went back to measure it, it appeared that she could. So there was kind of a gotcha situation developing. I don't think it was intentional, but it was certainly a gotcha type situation. And that's unfortunate to have that happen under any circumstance, but at a tournament, it especially stinks. So Michael, being an amazing sport, has elected not to, or no, he is moving actually. He is going to double move, and he's going to go ahead and take that POI. So pardon me, I'm putting a camera together as we commentate on this match. And it looks like okay, so it looks like Michael is actually going to go up 4-1, I think. I think that's correct. Yeah, so now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you've got Michael both winning the center and the left POI. Nathan, unfortunately, not going to score that right POI. And if I'm not mistaken, on the center POI, Michael has that in the bag as well because of the force push. So I believe it is actually going to be 4-0 going into round 3 in favor of Michael. So that is not a great place to be for Nathan Morgan. Let me go ahead and update the victory point count and the round number. Nothing like losing the one primary point you would have scored to a mismeasurement or a redo. Holy moly. At least I think that's what happened there. Chat knows better than me, I'm almost certain, but tell me if I'm wrong, chat. I was pretty killer. Neither side scoring the 2 VP. But I believe the overlay is now correct. All right, folks, my bad. Messing with something in the overlay. Looks as though I had to memorize all the new command card art. Okay, Dooku went after Yoda. Looks like Yoda took 3 wounds from Dooku. That's severe. And Yoda immobilized, so withdraw off the table. And Dooku pushes Arcs into melee with Dooku. And the players clarifying there for each other that force push does not, in fact, trigger tactical. But Yoda having taken wounds, I don't think I've seen medics being used, so medics will be on their way. I believe there's only 2 medics left. So I don't think Yoda's going to be in dire straits for long here, especially now that Dooku's push is used up. Asajj does not have push herself, so she can't pull Yoda out and start messing with him now that he's kind of in the mix. Asajj, I don't believe has disengaged at any point. Maul might be an interesting choice just for disengage. Action on Michael. We're having a bit of a pause here as he thinks this over. Hey there, Penguin. Welcome in. He says, loving these live streams. Unfortunately, my weekend is packed, but definitely going to rewatch all the games. Absolutely. My plan is to take some notes on each game and maybe do a little quick recap on the newsletter or in some other location. Thank you, everyone. It's so nice to have the support of the community, doing all this stuff and making sure these games get broadcast. It's really just astounding the level of support that exists for this sort of thing. So it's going good. I'll share again this statistic about the tournament that kind of shocked me a little bit. For all the rebels that are in this tournament, there are only 5 land speeders, and there are only 3 unstable astromechs in the entire tournament. So land speeder Boogeyman did not show up today. Yes, so we've got John Bushman is here at the tournament playing. And then, of course, all my Tampa locals showed out. So, and then Mike Berry is here, Austin Miller's here. We've got Space Coast coming out. We got Evan Bulris is here. Yeah, I'm going to record some behind the scenes stuff after the tournament's over, and we're actually gonna have a long lunch break, so I'll have time to actually do some picture taking. I brought my new camera to the venue, so we're going to be in good shape for other media on top of the videos that we're taking. But no, this will be a great weekend, great content creation weekend. Yeah, Yoda showed up this tournament in a lot of lists. Like, I think that price decrease and people realizing how good he is at objectives like bring them to heal, and then of course guidance, and then of course the double force push turn. Truly nasty what you can get done. Yeah, Yoda's super hot right now. That's just true. Oh man, big pool here coming from Michael. Looks like an arc pool with scopes. He's getting too many surges still. Spends a surge for 6 hits. Seems to fairly consistently get 6 hits. And Nathan's defense die showing up there. Hey there, Vindigo. Welcome in. Thanks for being a member. Thanks to everyone in the chat. I love seeing all this green in chat. It's so nice. Door Spider shooting into more ARC Troopers. Nice shot, gets the aim, unfortunately does not convert. 4 hits though, not bad at all for the Ion Spider. Attack and move. Yeah, no cover there for Michael's unit. So let's see. How many Bright Tree Village, asks Ray Bradipo. I actually don't have the stats, unfortunately. I can only tell you how many Rebels there are. I cannot tell you how many Bright Tree Village there are. I believe there's at least one, although I could be mistaken. If I'm just a cursory glance at the table, sees like I'm seeing swoop bike riders, I'm seeing double AATs, I'm seeing lots of ARC troopers. Lots of Vader. Yoda going in now, swinging his lightsaber for 4 hits. Or sorry, this was not Yoda, this was actually Bad Batch melee into Asajj. So a wound from the knife as well, and Asajj taking 2 damage from Bad Batch's melee. Even without Wrecker, seems like a lot of damage for her. Bad Batch losing Wrecker to her initial drop in. So you can see just a big fight in the middle, just a crazy fight. We've got Bad Batch versus Asajj. We've got Yoda versus Dooku. We've got ARC Troopers in the mix. We've got Aquatroids. It's just a crazy battle over middle. Force pushes flying back and forth. It's a banger. But the trick is there's so much suppression just lurking in the backfield that's going to be dogging Nathan here unless he can get rid of it somehow. If he doesn't recover, he's going to be facing with, he's going to face a lot of, he's going to lose another secondary point. Yeah, when Bad Batch can generate lots of dodge tokens or like share dodges with Luminous. Okay, so Michael gonna go ahead and rally. Very important to rally. Never skip a rally here because of bring them to heel. So Michael continuing to put pressure on the backfield here to kind of continue to suppress or threaten panic on other units. As soon as you can see, there's a lot of suppressed B1s in the backfield. They're going to try to move now to get to that objective. Going into melee with Padme so she can't shoot anybody and deal more suppression out. And the action going back to Michael. Nice shot, 2 crits and a hit. So it looks like those B1s moved into melee with Padme, and Padme just wiped them out with her martial arts abilities. Welcome in Dark Shadow, welcome in Sam Peak. Yes, Nathan is the CIS player, Michael is the GAR player. Nathan at the bottom of your screen in blue, Michael at the top of the screen in red. These Ion Spiders not really getting the lead out, so to speak, or the laser out, I guess is more accurate. But he's going to shoot Rex here, and Rex will take a wound from the crit. So Michael targeting the Geonosians, I believe. Three hits, sharpshooter 1, he says. Oh, nice cover. He's gonna lose 1 Geo, I believe. Rex gunslinging. No cover. And how many wounds will Rex do? Rex will just blow away more B1s. So the backfield thinning out around Kalani, and Kalani in danger from more fire coming his direction. Now the Geonosian Warriors are going to depart the middle here, taking a step back, saying we're not going to get killed. We're going to stay alive to contest this POI on top of the landing platform. And into the fray, procking back and forth on all those force users that can take it. So Asajj just stacking surges up now. Looks like she has 3 surges. So while all the unengaged units cannot affect the melee battle, they are going to try to continue punishing the B1s in the backfield just to lower the activation differential, deal more suppression than the opponent, score that secondary, bring them to heal. Welcome in, Philip. It's so nice to see all the green, like I said earlier. It's great that y'all are so invested in coming to watch, and this has been a good game so far. The scoring is a little one-sided, to be sure. Okay, now we're back up here. Heal, aim, and attack, and see if he can kill off Sunfac and contest that back point. I believe there's 3. It's 3 for Nathan versus 1 for Michael. And he spends surges. He's got 5 hits into Sunfac. Sunfac could just bite the dust here. Sunfac will, oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so Sunfat continuing to live. Oh, he almost lived. Never mind. He took the one wound he needed to die there. I thought he lived, but it was just enough to kill Sunfac. He rolled 3 out of 4, but it wasn't enough. He needed 4 out of 4 to actually survive that. Just a view of the top down without the overlay so y'all can see what's going on the table. It has closed the pocket. We've got Nathan now firmly in control, or was firmly in control of the left objective, but is, I believe it's still 2-1 there. And he's trying to get B1s onto this right objective so he can even it out, get some primary points coming his way. But will it be enough? I don't know. Hey, Brian, what's up? Looks like Asajj now taking her shot at the Bad Batch. Unfortunately, a low roll there for her. She's got 2 surges. Looks like 5 Pierce 1 into Bad Batch. They're going to save 3 wounds onto Bad Batch from Asajj. Asajj not able to cut through Bad Batch fast enough. And you're hoping that Asajj could wipe out what was left of them, but not able to succeed there. Yoda force pushes Dooku, goes into melee with Asajj. Asajj 3 health left. This is Danger Town for Asajj right here. Yoda charging in. He's going to also mind trick to panic to try to neutralize the objective. Wow, Yoda is putting on a show here. He is kicking butt. And Asajj is going to take 4 from Yoda's lightsaber. And Asajj will take 1 wound, so she is still alive, but Yoda can attack again. Another 4 hits into Asajj. And Asajj bites the dust to the Yoda double attack. All right, we're tallying up the end of 3 now as we remove suppression. It's hard for any Force user to resist 8 red dice to the face. Okay, Michael will score, bring them to heal again. So Michael actually scored 5 points that round because he got the 2VP plus this mini game on the secondary, and he got 2 points in the middle. So I believe it is now, if I'm not mistaken, the points differential is really wide. It's like going to be 9 points for Michael to like 1 point for Nathan. Nathan just not able to get any traction on the secondary this game, plus getting outmatched on the primary at just about every turn here because of panic. I think there's so much to say about Yoda in this game, honestly. Yoda just putting on a masterclass here. Let me go ahead and update the stream overlay. So Yoda recurs the Relentless card. Dooku 2-pip coming out for double the fall. So red with 5 on primaries and 4 on secondaries. Yoda getting shot there and then just taking no damage, getting deflect as well. Things just going from bad to worse, unfortunately, for Nathan. That's an interesting point too that they're bringing up in the player audio, is that when Kalani strategizes, that's one more step towards panic, because Kalani's courage is only 2. Yeah, Ben, we do have lists for the games. Let me go ahead and drop the Discord in the chat, because that's where I post everything now. The character limit's too low in YouTube chat, and I don't have a bot to do it for me. So let me just, it's going to be in the general chat of the Discord, of the public Discord, is where you're going to see the lists. And they're going to be in visual form, because I can't get the list links off of Longshanks because the tournament's still running. So Yoda activating, he's going to continue wrecking house. Yoda continuing to just mess with Dooku's day. Now he shot Rex from the backfield, but Rex has backup. So he was just able to eliminate those hits coming in because of backup on Rex. Now the Bad Batch is free. The ARC Troopers are free to shoot. CIS just getting cleaned out in the middle here. That's a full ARC squad moving. They're going to try to eliminate this Geonosian. That's underneath the platform. You know, this game, there really is something to be said for having, you know, a low activation count where every activation is deadly. All right, full ARC squad, 5 surges, which is not what you want to see. 6 surges. They don't have nearly enough surges to compensate for that, so. 5 hits into the Geos. And those Geos are dead. So Michael is in cleanup mode at this stage of the game. Dooku's coming in. So Dooku is going to aim and saber throw into, I believe, Rex. Three Pierce 2. So Rex is dead. To the Dooku saber throw. But Padme is off the point. More importantly, Dooku is off the point as well. Bad Batch double move attack into the units that are holding this rear POI. Hunter knife, and it misses. Hunter knife would have killed the squad. But unfortunately, it did miss. Guys, let's get some cucumber emojis in the chat for Yoda. Where's the food emojis? There we go. Just need some cucumber emojis in the chat for Yoda. It's his lightsaber. That's all you need to know. So Michael trying to angle a range 3 shot on this last B1. And he's going to go ahead and take the shot here. 2 hits into the B1. B1 takes it. No cover, so it should just die. Yep, there it goes. But I gotta say, the CIS forces are so thin right now. I don't know how Nathan's gonna pull it back from an 8-point VP difference. I think Michael is just gonna take this home this round, actually, because he's at 9 already. He needs 3 more VP, which he can easily get between bringing them to heel and winning the middle. So I'm pretty sure the game is going to go to Michael. I think we're just processing the attacks that are left, basically. Yeah, no attack there, or no damage dealt to the spider because of the armor. He's going to continue aim attacking the spider with the units that are left. He did get a crits. Spend the aim to reroll for any crits. Spider taking 1. And it is going to take a wound. Not enough to kill it. Oh, those arcs have impact grenades against the spider droid. That's just filthy. Seven impact 4. Nice reroll there. Surge him into the fray as well on these arcs. These arcs are kitted out, so rerolling again because he's got 2 aims. Just 4, so not enough to kill the spider. The spider will block at least 1 here. Or I spoke too soon. It doesn't block any, so it's going to take 4 wounds. I'm pretty sure Michael hits 12 right here. Oh, no one scoring the secondary, never mind. So technically Michael's only going to 11. So Michael wins middle, and then let's look at the sides here. So this side, no one gets it because it's 1-to-1, and then the bottom side, no one gets it because it's 1-to-1. So, and then Michael saying he forgot his ordnance, unfortunately, or not Michael, but Nathan saying he forgot his ordnance. I don't blame him though. This was kind of a whirlwind of a game. Round 5, Michael at 11, Nathan still at 1 point. Yoda going into melee with Aqua's double attack. Two, or impact 2, pierce 2. And then one more shot from Yoda. Again, it's this time 4 pierce 2. Nice, because he's got the double surge. Nice. Aquas are going to die pretty heavily to that. Looks like 2 models remaining. And then Dooku comes back in, Makashi Mastery, kills Yoda finally, but I believe it's too little too late. Moral victory though, killing the little green man. Okay, it looks like he's going to shoot Bad Batch and then self-destruct with the spider on top, just because he knows the jig is up. So, rolling 2 on Bad Batch. Bad Batch saves it, so they're going to stay alive. So he's going to go ahead and roll self-destruct. He's got 2 crits there. And the spider just goes up in flames because of self-destruction. And Michael just continuing to clean up here. Guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. Definitely a great game to start things off with, despite the lopsidedness of the score. WinterMoonWargaming.com. Sign up for our newsletter. First newsletter will be dropping Wednesday. It'll have some tidbits in it. I'm working on a premium article as well, and I'm working on a teaser article for that premium article. So there's about 2,000 to 3,000 words of new articles coming in the next week, as well as a newsletter. And we'll have some videos after Crucible is over for the day on top of that. So we'll have plenty of content for your consumption after this weekend. And those Aquas are hosed. They are gone. And it is just, I believe, Kalani and a spider left. And Kalani's going to try a last-ditch effort to kill off Bad Batch here. Dooku's still alive. Wow. And Dooku just blocks whatever comes at him, like you do. And just the dwarf spider left for Nathan. He's going to go ahead and just move off the point because he knows the game is lost. He's going to try to shoot Bad Batch here. See if he can get him. It's an accredited Bad Batch here. Bad Batch is 0 cover. And Bad Batch will just full block it and stay alive. And that's the fist bump. That's the end of round 1. All right, they're going to go ahead and continue finishing out whatever attacks they can, but it is going to be over. And I believe Michael is going to go up to some crazy VP number like 15. Michael move and shoot on with Padme, trying to continue to kill Dooku. Yeah, we'll be breaking for lunch soon, folks, and I'm going to do some photography and some other things. Hunter aim attacks for 2, and Dooku does not die. He survives to the end of the game. And let's see what it is points wise. I believe it is yeah, so Michael goes up to 15. (15-1), unfortunately, for Nathan. That was a rough first match, and I wanted to say just thanks to him for sticking it out. And we'll be taking a break for lunch now. Thank you so much for watching. It's going to be a long break, so maybe 2 hours. What I might do is I might turn the stream off for now and come back because it's such a long break, and just save power and batteries. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in a couple hours. I'll go ahead and repost the link when the stream is live again. And thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in a couple of hours with more action from Crucible, QuestCon Orlando, Day 1 coverage on Winter Moon Wargaming. WinterMoonWargaming.com for all your links. So we have a newsletter sign up. We got all of our socials at the bottom of the page. And, of course, the countdown until WinterMoonWargaming.com launches formally in January. So with that, thank you again, and we will see you in 2 hours or so here at Winter Moon Wargaming.